Oh, baby. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Frank Sinatra, brother. Oh.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This might not be politically correct. I might get in trouble for this. Lady's voice kind of turns me on.
I don't think that's a real thing. I mean, what makes you turn on and off? I don't think that's not political. No one can say that's not politically correct. I mean,
her voice is too sweet, you know?
Baby, It's Cold Outside. They tried to cancel that song last year.
It's a little rapey.
And now when you have the whole when you have, consent, when you have consent on your mind as you listen to the song, it does get a little bit, let's play a little bit more. This is like a kid's version.
Oh, see, nope. No longer rapey. No longer rapey. She said, but maybe just a soda pop more.
Now, she is talking about how her dad's going to be worried and that she should probably go. And he's like, but you don't need to really go.
Did they have phones back when Frank Sinatra was around?
No. They
didn't even have a telephone?
I mean, they probably had
telephones, you go.
Okay,
how old do you think Frank
I
Sinatra is?
thought he said cell phones. They had
no
phones.
idea. Exactly. So she could have telephoned her father and said, "Hey, I'm with Frank tonight."
Now,
how do you think her father back in the 1940s would have received that message?
It was Frank Sinatra, dude. That's like telling him she wants to bang Elvis. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure there's another one that's like, she's like, "What's in this drink?"
Oh,
we're going old Cliff Huxtable in this.
Hey,
shit.
listen,
we're going
but
Bill
it was the
Cosby
40s,
action.
Man. Back in the 40s, they might have still been putting cocaine in their Coca-Cola. So.
I mean, that was real. I have a really funny parody of this song last year when it did get canceled on YouTube. I'm going to play in a second. But hey, welcome in to the 174 Washed Up Walkons podcast
special.
Christmas special, baby. And we're going to talk Christmas. We're going to talk holidays. Is Diehard a Christmas movie? I can't wait to get into it. But welcome in. You thought the Washed Up Walkons fans, the Walkon Army, the true Walkon Army probably knew we were going to have an episode. But some of you were like, I don't know. It's Christmas. People are taking work off.
You silly fools. You silly fools.
Little silly gooses, because we're here and we're doing an episode. It might be 20, 30 minutes. We're going to talk a little Christmas. First off, let's listen to this one right here. Now this, of course, we have to go through the ad on YouTube first. Goddamn advertising.
I really can't stay.
Okay, you're free to go.
I've got to go away.
Understood, no means no.
This evening has been
super appropriate.
So very nice.
But I do understand consent.
My mother will start to worry.
Definitely text her right now.
Will be pacing the floor.
Here's the code and there is the
so
door.
Really I'd better stop.
I am gonna stand over
well,
here.
Just a half a drink
you
more.
are in control of this
the
thing. Invite them over if you like.
Say, what's in this drink?
Nothing but Sprite.
I wish I knew how
right out
to
the door.
break the spell.
I do know.
This is the KF Christmas special, right?
I hear you loud and clear.
I'm gonna say that I tried.
I'm trying super
really
hard. Please just go out, baby. Just go outside.
Isn't that great?
Tell me that's not the head coach's
dude.
Christmas
That's
song.
100%.
Yeah,
dude. That's what they should play in the freaking in the consent meetings or whatever those meetings were that we would bring in, like the first year player meetings. It's like, all right, guys, here's the deal.
Let's teach you how to receive no and let it mean no.
Like they should let us. They should let this should be consent and etiquette with females 101 presented by the Washed Up Walkons, the freshman players meeting. We play this video and we say, hey guys, here's the deal. We lay it out on them. All right. There's a lot of ladies here on campus. And this is essentially what they said to us when we got there. All right. They weren't bullshitting. All right. And they knew the deal. All right. And if it's right or wrong, that's not for me to decide, people. But when you're a Division I football player, you're a big beefy guy, all right? You got guys walking around like Ike and Josie and Bo, just absolute stallions. Not us three, for sure.
No.
Although there's some stories. You got guys walking around like Josie Jewel. You know, ladies, they tend to flock.
Listen, dude. I'm gonna embarrass myself here for
The Christmas goose, man.
I'm gonna embarrass myself here for a second and say that I may have had a lady over at the house for the first time.
Are you talking like right now or when we were in college?
No. We were in college. Back when I lived at Benton.
Well, let's just remember the song we just listened to and the consent. Let's just keep that in mind.
She did not know who my roommates were.
And then she found out and you didn't.
Josie walked down the steps not wearing that many, shorts, probably no shirt.
How we always did.
Turns the corner and her jaw drops to the floor. And she's like, "Is that Josie Jewel?"
Naked?
And I looked at her, I was like, "Don't ever make that face in my house again."
Dude, so funny. So funny. I think there was I can't say that was probably the only time on some kind of level that happened. There were multiple. I don't know. It's just like, I mean, let's be honest. Like, you're plastered all over social media.
You'd see it at the bars all the time, like
all the time.
Some sophomore freshman comes over to the table with like maybe some little lady he was talking to, and then that little lady all of a sudden start talking to somebody else, like one of the CJ Beathards of the world.
Happens to be.
Like
just so happens that somebody else would always seem to be the guys that were really good at football. Now, what is it about this? Why does this happen? Why is this a thing? It's just why is jersey chasing a thing? You know?
I think it's fun, dude.
It's like, hey,
think
man.
Think about it from a guy's perspective. If we were to go on campus and
it's like a trophy,
and
thing.
there was like if there was like a volleyball team full of 10s that also had the potential to make millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Like, imagine how fun that pursuit would be if you also knew that it was like reasonably possible.
I think it's the attraction to success, right? It's like, these people, like, we're all the same age, but these guys on the football team, they've done something with their life already. I'm just an 18-year-old girl on campus. I'm just trying to have a nice little innocent college time. But then there's these guys that, there might be a financial incentive on some people's part. It's true though. Like, even like when we went out, very limited times for myself personally, but even when we would go out, like the people we would hang out with, oftentimes they're like also athletes, guys or girls. It's like you hang out with people that kind of run, like, they're the most successful people. They're more popular people. I don't know. But that Josie story is killer, bro. I love that. I absolutely
and it
love
really
that.
happened. That's 100% the truth.
She spent the night with Josie. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Mick was out of town.
Josie was wifed up all in college. That never happened. Josie wouldn't know what to do with a random girl if he got one.
No.
He's too
be so awkward.
Dude, he's too
He's
like,
want to watch film? I gotta do questions for Coach Wallace.
Hey, can you grab my notebook and write down can you write down these formations for me?
Tell them they're in troop far. This is troop far.
Hey,
zone read.
Hey, cover two. I still have a funny ass video of Bo.
Do you want to watch some fishing videos?
Yeah. Hey, girl.
Fishing videos.
Hey, girl. You ever went bow fishing?
Go over and grab my tackle box.
I got a lot.
What do you think about this spin caster? Should I buy it?
I just bought this new night lamp. It's got 700 lumens.
You ever,
Joe's
you ever
gonna be
use
so pissed when he
spinnerbait?
hears this.
Hey, you know our
These
family.
waiters. You think I should buy these waiters?
Hey, you know our family farm. We got 18,000 turkeys on. Like turkey? You like turkey?
Dude, we gotta
Josie.
stop killing Josie.
Oh.
Dude, he's gonna go off.
Oh.
Hey, Josie, when you listen to this, man, Merry Christmas.
Hey, and you know what? It fits perfectly too, because Josie's birthday is on Christmas Day. Everybody, you're listening. This comes out on Christmas Eve, the 24th. If you're listening to this on that day,
Twitter.
wish him a happy birthday, early birthday, or wait a day and wish him a Merry Christmas, happy birthday. Because
we called him Jesus
He is
because
Jesus. He's the second coming.
he was pretty damn good at football.
Wow.
He was born on Christmas.
I'm fucking crying, dude. That was that's maybe. Now, here's the deal, fans. If you didn't like that segment right there, that Blast Josie segment,
then you don't
leave.
like our podcast.
Leave the podcast, dude, because that's all we've got. I have no better comedy inside of me than that right there.
So what was
God.
better, Kluver? Me and you on Brady, or
or
us three on Josie?
I don't know, but in the last couple weeks, we've got some good stuff, and I cannot wait. Josie listens to the pod, and he's gonna hear that.
He has to, especially because you've got to clip that one.
I'll clip that and put it on
because-
Twitter. God, that was good.
Put it on Instagram too, because I don't have Twitter anymore.
I will. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hopefully we got a little laugh out of you there. We're gonna do a couple things. Pat Anger on Twitter. First of all, I just switched over to Twitter to find this question. Pat tweeted 4 minutes ago. Every weekend, did I lose my taste because I have COVID or because I ate the pizza rolls before they cooled down and burnt my mouth? He's so fat, dude. He's so fat, and he's coming back on the podcast this spring. He promised Drake and I. That should be fun. Ready for that one. Before we get into some quick Christmas questions, a bowl prep question, which is still holiday related. Typically, bowl prep is where we hear as fans about the big jumps, the big periods of time where players make up a ton of ground, right? They kind of it's that time for the young guys to get reps and they start to make some strides. The question is, what are some of the examples that we saw during our time? What are guys who made that kind of jump? And who do you think in the current group could emerge as some of those people into the two deeps? And do you think that this is also almost like a spring ball for Petrus and crew? I think that's a great question. First of all,
That last one's a great question.
You are correct. The coaches always hyped up the spring ball period and the bowl prep period as times where I don't know what it is, but there's opportunity to get vastly better. First of all, when I said bowl prep, I quickly got just a half-second flash of PTSD from 2014 bowl prep and two-a-days. Wow.
I was actually about to mention that particular camp because
okay,
of
Kev,
that
I know. I didn't. I know, Kev. I know, but I still
Don't
had
make
to
me
be.
say it.
Dude, I had to still be at the facility, bro. I had to witness it all. I didn't take the physical beating, but the schedule and just having to just be in a football mode, it still took a little bit of a toll, man.
I wasn't even going to be an asshole about it. I was just going to bring that one up in particular because I thought it pertained quite a bit to the question.
It does.
And I think Kluver, you could attest to this because you were watching practice from a much different perspective. I was probably going to earn myself a little bit of playing time in that bowl game from that basically camp 2.0, except for then I snapped my neck in half. But that's neither here nor there.
Kev, speak your piece.
All I'm going to say is I don't want to hear you complain about doubles.
Bro.
But
hey,
I
but
will
in
admit,
camp. Go ahead, Kev.
I will admit you had to be there, and I'm sorry if your knees got tired from taking a knee on the ground.
Dude, I got a lot. I had to brush off a lot of rubber turf off
Of
of my knee,
pellets.
off of my patella. Dude, there was so much kneeling. I was basically, my time, I am equivalent to the cameras that were set up in the towers. That's all I was, is I was an extra camera. I was a piece of equipment. That's what I was to the Iowa football team. And the
We
Iowa
were
football,
all a piece of equipment to some extent.
dude, I was just part of the equipment. They rolled me out early. I was always out to practice early with the camera crew. I was a hybrid manager, water girl, and cameraman, dude. That's what I was. / trainer. I taped my own wrists for no fucking reason other than to look cool. I mean, that's what I was. Merry Christmas, dude. Merry Christmas. Hey, Merry Christmas. You're as good as the bottle of Gatorade. That's what you are.
Hey, but tell me camp 2-a-days weren't great because we got to go back to the hotel.
Dude, that midday nap hits harder than
Anything
keep that
of all
room at about
time?
48 degrees. Keep that room icy cold like Hillcrest N320 was in 2013. And you just come back, you walk into that room, it's dark. You never open the shades in the room, so it's just pitch black. You pass out. And then next thing you know, hey, guess what? Ding, ding, ding. Afternoon practice. Get in the vans, baby. Murph is driving us back to practice. Hope he doesn't crash the van. Freaking Murph. Unbelievable. Bull prep is a huge time, okay? And here's why. The seniors / older guys / guys who are playing a bunch of reps, right? In a normal year, even this year, 8 straight weeks of playing. Not really a bull prep this year either. There's like a week and a half. By the way, if you listen to the Monday episode, we're in the mayonnaise ejaculation bowl or whatever bowl we could be going to. It may have been announced at this point in between these two podcasts. That's next week. Like that's the 30th is next Wednesday, like 10 days from now. So it's going to come up real fast. But here's why. So all those guys who have been playing, and you guys can actually talk about this because you took the physical toll on your bodies. It's a long season, dude. So now that little 2-3 week, maybe 4 week period, it's a time for the guys who play a bunch to rest their bodies, to get treatment, get a little bit of juice back that they had in the early season so that they can play and ball out in this bowl game. And when they're taking rest on the sideline, well, guess what? Young buck, it's your turn. Go in and give us all you got. And so you guys can talk about it, but it's just a huge developmental period where the young guys get a shitload of reps.
Exactly it. The starters don't take a whole lot of reps. I will say, like, younger starters, like maybe if you're a first-year starter, you still might get beat up a little bit, especially if you're not, locked in at position. Say there's good competition there. But yeah, if you're like a third-year starter, senior, like I don't think Josie practiced at all during bowl prep.
Yeah,
my senior bowl prep, I was on partial retirement. I joked with Coach Walt, like, I'm like,
you had already given your 2 weeks.
I feel like I'm the horse with a broken ankle, and you're leaving me out the pasture these 2 weeks.
That's what it
You're
was.
just gonna take a shotgun to the back of my head.
Yeah.
That's exactly how my
after,
senior year. Go ahead, Kev. Finish up. I thought you were done.
No, I took 2 reps of blocks, 2 reps of 9-on-7, and I was done for the day. That was it.
God damn. That's incredible.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt as well, because I no longer even had to perform well on my reps. Like if I didn't, I just shrugged my shoulders like, who cares, Brian? It's the last one. And then I also got to play tailback on a play where they pitched me the ball and then I threw it.
I remember that.
That's how my senior year bowl prep went. And we never ran that play, obviously, because it was never going to get called, and it certainly was never going to get called in that stadium. But there was even times where like in 1 or 2 days would come about where
there was a 2-hour practice scheduled, and the older guys were only even required to be out there for like half of it. Like we got to go inside early. Those were always the days where you're like, fuck boys, we made it. We did it. Woo! Yes. But then like, as good upperclassmen, we would just take our pads off and like mess around or stay around for practice. But yeah, man, it was kind of like,
yeah, it's complete opposite. If you're a younger guy in the program or you're not a starter, you get the shit kicked out of you.
oh,
it's
you,
like,
It's so brutal.
It's like spring ball. It's like very physical practices. We're hitting a lot, and the coaches are evaluating. Like, okay, how are we going to make the depth chart for the start of spring?
Yep. Because because essentially what's happening is it's this weird sort of out to pasture situation, Kev. I mean, regardless of if you're Kevin Ward or if you were Josie Jewell, our senior year, you got 15 guys, maybe more, who are gone. And they're all probably contributing if they're still in the program 5 years in at some level, right? So there's this situation where it's like, hey guys, see those 15 right there that are walking off the field? They've put in so much work, okay? In 15 days after this bowl game, we don't have those guys. They're your leaders. They're the best players on this team. Who the hell is going to step up and do this? And you could feel it too, because the coaches, we would break practice almost, and we would have like a call it up, positions, talk. Okay, seniors, or individually, the coaches would be like, all right, Kulik, Ross, whoever, you guys are good to go. You 3, you 4, looking at the young guys, put the pads on. We're going to work. And then they would, you could feel the energy change. LeVar would start yelling. Coach Wallace would start yelling. It would just get intense because they were trying to hype the juice up so that these young freshmen with all the energy, they've been taking scout team reps, watching from the sideline all year. It was their time to shine. And it was an absolute grinder. I mean, it was a cage match, dude. And it was fun to watch, but if you were a spinal column, it wasn't.
The scout team player that needs a shout out? It's Kyle Taylor.
Yeah.
Kyle Taylor's never got a shout out on this podcast, but he is the hardest hitting scout team player possibly of all time.
There was some
China shot, man.
A pure bull in a China shop.
I mean, talk about hitting mass, dude. The dude was thick. Yeah, as far as examples, there's a lot of people. I mean, just go back and look at people who just made crazy strides. I mean, I would bet that if you go back and look at Josh Jackson, the season before 2017 when he came out and played like unreal, I bet if you look at his 2016 bowl prep, it was
he had a really good bowl prep because he ended up starting the Outback Bowl.
Yeah, I would imagine that he balled out. I mean, just go look at any of those.
The
scenarios.
other guy is Greg Maben, had an insane spring and a really good bowl prep one year, I think, and then the next year he was a starter.
Yeah,
he went from like receiver to bench warmer DB to having great like bowl prep spring ball, boom, starter, 3-year starter, NFL. Insane.
A guy that sticks out to me, and it's just because I saw him play on special teams this year, and he just seems to be all around the ball, is Terry Roberts. 22, I believe his number was.
Mm-hmm.
He was always, one of the first down the field on the kickoff. Punts, he played unbelievably for us at Gunner this year. Had a couple huge downs and effort plays on punt team. He had a ton of tackles. I think he's a potential guy who, I don't know what he looks like defensively, how he knows the playbook, how well he's doing there. But with at least what I've seen on the field to this point, he's a potential candidate. I think it's a huge time for linemen because it's Iowa. It all starts up front. And, that's a place where you got 5 guys. There's a lot of places to go and find playing time. So, and there's just always random farm kids who are like, yep, it's my time to shine. They go get beefy and they make huge strides in the offseason. They end up finding some playing time. But this is the Christmas episode. And I think we started off with this. I watched the movie this past week, because it was a ton of controversy. I have a feeling I know where you guys stand on this individually. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? You tell me.
Yeah. I've heard this on
No.
so many podcasts.
No, it's not. I mean, I remember the first time I watched it, it was like the middle of summer, and I was like, oh, that was a good movie. Yeah. And like, I remember seeing on Twitter a debate of, is this a Christmas movie? And if I had never even seen that debate, I would have never even considered
Thank you.
in that category whatsoever.
It's
Drake,
so
are you on this
stupid that
train?
It's just stupid that it's even a question.
It shouldn't even be a question, dude. It shouldn't even be a question. Here's my theory, and I don't know how you quantify it, right? There's got to be a way to do it. But if you take the amount of Christmas-themed stuff in Die Hard out of the movie, yes, I understand that the reason that he's in the city is because he's visiting his family for Christmas. Just find another reason, okay? He's just there. In your mind, make it that he's just there to fix his family dynamic. He's just there to visit the family because he's being a good dad and husband / ex-husband. So now you take that out of it. Now, yes, I understand that they're in the tower. They're in the building for a Christmas party. Cool. Make it a different reason for the party. Okay. Now there's almost.
As if there's not a million parties in the city.
Right. Now, guess what? The whole movie stays the same. All right. There's no debate. Yes, there's a ho 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 scene where he dresses the guy that he kills first with the sweater. He's like, now I have a machine gun. Cool. All right. They say Merry Christmas to each other. But if there's like 3% of this movie carries a Christmas theme, the rest is just like badass, save the world, save the day from terrorists, action, thriller. Like, that's what it is. Okay. And we're 3 for 3 on this podcast. And so I think we just settled it. And that's that.
This is a rare occasion where you get all three of us to agree on something.
Yeah, this is weird. What do we do now? What do we do?
Yeah.
That's more certain than a Supreme Court decision.
Yeah.
Therefore, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
We,
Lock
the
it in.
Walkons, hereby decree.
If you can find 3 more, but like, I guess, tripolar personalities
Yeah.
that can all find the same agreeing answer, then you're pretty good.
I hope people hate that. I hope it digs at them. Anyway, I just hope we're gonna get so many responses.
I hope it's the most controversial thing we've ever said on this podcast.
A
Yeah.
tripolar consensus.
Yeah, love it. That'd be a good name for the episode. What was it like? This is a question from the Twitter. What was it like around the holidays? We didn't get to go home, right? So let's talk about some of the stuff that we got to do in the way that the coaches made it feel more, bring that family holiday spirit feel, because to be honest, you don't get to see your families. My family's going to be doing it again this Christmas. Zach plays for the Hawks right now. And so, he won't be, even if we go to the Duke Mayo Bowl,
Dude, I'm out.
Oh my God. Okay. We'll just call it the Music City Bowl then.
Yes.
They're both on the 30th. Right. And so we don't get to have Christmas as a family until the new year. We have like January Christmases for the 5 years I was there. Now Zach's there. And that's the way it is for all those families. The coaches tried really hard, and they understand that, like, man, we're on the end of a 4-month thing here where the guys haven't had even more than 2 days off to go back home and hang out.
And more than an hour with their family.
Yeah, like just limited time. It by the end of the season, it's like, holy shit, I'm ready to maybe catch a different scene here. And so there was a lot of ways. There's a lot of cool things we did. I remember we did laser tag. They bring in like activities because guess what? There's no school either, right? The whole bowl prep, there's no school. And so
there's no students.
There's
They're
nobody
alone.
right. There's no one to even hang out with if you want to get outside of football. Downtown is dead. The bars are dead. Everyone's home. Like the city is dead. And so, they do activities. We scheduled, maybe my favorite was the gift exchange. We did a
It was
player.
always the best. The gift
Bro.
exchange was top shelf.
Oh my goodness. Some of the better moments as a team in that team meeting room were the Christmas gift exchange. How did it work? How did we get
some of that stuff got out of control, dude? We walked into our locker. We walked into our locker one day and we had a note card, and on the note card it said who we had, and we bought a gift.
Yeah,
had
it was like Secret Santa.
Yeah.
Yep. And then somebody stood up, boom, they receive their gift, and coach would say, all right, Kluver. And you'd be like, all right, man, I had whoever. And then you would just bring that person up to the front, and you had to deal with whatever that guy got you.
Unbelievable.
And sometimes it got out of control.
Okay, what were some of the funny? I know there was a lot of like,
No, we're not gonna get into that too much.
dude, there was a couple good ones though that we could talk about. Like, you know, there were some guys. A lot of it turned into gag gifts, right? So, not only it was so great because it was such a joy. Like, talk about Christmas joy. The spirit in that room was just true happiness and joy of like, part of it was embarrassing the other guys, especially if you got like a young guy who didn't talk much and he wasn't, you know, he was a good kid, like didn't open his mouth, did everything right. And then he ends up getting a dildo.
Yeah, dude.
And he has to accept it in front of the entire team. Just there was some like, you know, some X-rated DVDs that were gotten for each other.
Steve Ferretz had to open a bunch of porn in front of his dad.
Yeah. Oh man.
Who got a 30-pack?
D Mitch, bro. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man.
D Mitch had a lineman. Oh, who was it? And he just got up there. And do you remember, Kev?
It was Hewlett.
It was Hewlett. And he goes, hey man, you know, I had Jake and what makes a lineman happy. So yeah, I got him a 30-pack, man. And the whole place just busted out like, yeah, baby. Yeah. Woo. Oh my God. It brings a smile on my face now, even thinking about it,
man.
I love
Those
that
were
shit.
Great times.
I miss it. That's the laser tag was fun. What were some of the other? We had like a team building activity one time where KF was like dancing in the middle of a circle. That was wild.
Carlos won the jackhammer.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he did the jackhammer, and
then he bounced up and down, and it kind of looked like he had a
it was
seizure a
like
little bit.
it was like awkward, but like everyone was freaking out and laughing. I mean, like KF let loose. He let loose in those times. Like it's a KF that nobody on the outside has ever seen. That jackhammer KF was something. Wow, those are some good memes. Anyway, so we're washed up and not in the program.
Or what?
Okay, so this brings us back to the Christmas theme. Favorite Christmas movie. I told you guys to think of your top 3. I can give you my top 3. You can debate it all you want. Elf is up there for me. It's a cheesy, nice family movie, but it's a good movie. Will Ferrell I think it's truly some of his best work. Step Brothers and Elf are two of his, and Anchorman was good too. Elf is just,
Anchorman 1 was just out of control.
So Elf is up there for me. I really, really, really like Home Alone, and Lauren and I, who actually asked a question on the tweet, she asked, what did I get her for Christmas? And so she don't listen to the podcast. This is going to come out on, I'm going to give her a gift. I got her a little espresso machine, and
oh, what a gift.
Yeah, espresso machine, and let's see, what else did I get her? Coat. Got like a coat thing. I don't know. She told me she wanted it. Anyway, what was I saying? Home Alone. We watched a movie last year called Noel. It was like a newer movie. And it was like, God, what was it? It was like this like little baby reindeer. I forget. Go watch Noel. It's like I think it's an animated film. And it was like really pretty good. But I think Polar Express is up there for me.
Oh,
as well.
Man, you took mine.
Polar Express, baby. That's
we got 2 of the same. I don't even know what my third one is.
Well, good, because
Elf and Polar Express.
Elf and Polar Express, baby. Those are up top. Now, there's a lot of Christmas movies. I watched Scrooge last week. That was a weird, like Bill Murray movie. I haven't seen. I think I know where Kevin's probably going to go with this, but like I haven't. Bad Santa's another funny one. The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Those are good movies. But I haven't seen like It's a Wonderful Life or A Christmas Story. Like I haven't seen those older ones. So I know that some of the people listening.
Christ, man, come on.
What? Kevin, it doesn't shock me at all that you have those that you would be the one that is pissed about that. Like you're kind of an old soul like that.
I am an old soul like that because It's a Wonderful Life is the best damn Christmas movie out there.
That's your number one?
Number one, baby.
God damn it. I'm going to have to watch it now. What's it say? On here it says it's a 1946 film. They don't even have color, dude. How is that?
Freaking classic, man. The freaking classic.
Kevin,
Respect
quit
it.
holding on to the past, man. That's like saying MJ's better than LeBron.
Says
He is.
Christmas.
So stupid.
It says few films define Christmas like Frank Capra's 1946 fantasy starring Jimmy Stewart as George Bailey, who, on the verge of committing suicide, is visited by an angel who shows him the true importance of his life. Wow, that's deep.
No, it's an all-time classic, man. Go watch it.
All right, well, that's unfortunate that I'm gonna have to schedule that in. Where does
So let me ask you this: is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory a Christmas type movie because of the spirit that it's in? He kind of gets like the ultimate prize, like what he's always wished for, and his, it's in the winter.
Yeah.
Because if it is,
Do
that
they
one's
say
up
Christmas at any point in the?
I don't think it's a Christmas
No.
movie.
I was trying to stretch it, like Die Hard's trying to stretch it.
Yeah, I mean, Die Hard. Yeah, I love Willy Wonka though. Like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is a banger of a movie. It's actually like probably one of my all times. Here's one that's always popular: National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Where does that rank for you guys?
I like that one. I like the National Lampoon movies.
Like
so I like
that's-
the Christmas Vacation one.
That's what honestly I thought that was going to be your number one, Kev. I didn't know you were going to go all the way back to.
I don't think that's
It's
as
top
high as
five.
Bad Santa is for me.
Bad Santa is funny as hell, dude. Bad Santa is so funny. What's the name of that actor? He's so good.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah. For those sitting there going, wow, he didn't know who Billy Bob Thornton was. I don't know actors' names. I don't do movies. I'm not a movie guy. So just chill. All right. But the Bad Santa movie is really freaking good. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
A lot of these though, I haven't seen. Like obviously The Grinch is a great Christmas movie. I'm a big fan of the Charlie Brown Christmas. I also like the old animated Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and
Yep.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. What's the other one?
Santa Claus is coming to town.
No, what's it called? I don't know. Die Hard's on this list, and unfortunately, they got the list wrong because it's not a Christmas movie. Somehow they have Polar Express at 29 on this list, so they can straight fuck off on that one. Yeah.
What is this list that you're
this is the Esquire's 59 best Christmas movies.
So Esquire can lick your nuts, huh?
Yeah. And then
What's that 59 and what's that number one?
It's unfortunately it's A Wonderful Life.
Damn right it is.
They've got their top 5 on here. Is It's a Wonderful Life, Christmas Vacation. Number 3 is A Christmas Story. Number 4, they have White Christmas. And number 5, Home Alone. Number 5 is Home Alone. And then
I love Home Alone.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, those are good movies, man.
They're good, man. The Home Alone movies are really, really good. I think we resonated with those because like when we grew up, we were his age, like the kid's age. So it was like it just really hit hard for us when we saw.
Dude, I had the main character's name. I was the youngest in the family. It's like, this is me.
Kevin, you probably thought that was going to happen. You thought Beef was going to leave you on the Christmas week and leave you in the house.
I wanted a BB gun so bad to defend my house.
Kevin set up booby traps all over his house. I don't think anybody was breaking into your place.
Yeah, you never know, man. The streets of Homer Glen, man, it's tough out there.
It's tough.
It was not tough out there at all.
It was in the streets, baby. Hey, all those burglars, in that neighborhood. Do you guys remember any top gifts that you've given? I know Drake will probably have a better gifts that he's given that he's gotten because
I bought my mom a Mercedes.
What?
Yeah.
You bought your mother a Mercedes.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Christmas, and her birthday is January 7th, and she's my mom. And so Christmas, her birthday, and my mom was like a trifecta of reasons. And I had a little extra cat. I was doing really well in poker, and I also had a little extra cash from
was this last
other
year?
places. It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
No, it might have been last year. It very well could have been last year. I don't really know.
Wow. I'm trying to think if I've gotten anybody. I've gotten a lot of cool gifts. Let's see.
My mom bought me a dirt bike when I was younger, and it
Wow.
was the coolest gift of all time.
Yeah, that's
By
pretty
far.
dope. That's pretty dope. I think the best gift I've given, I got my brother a pair of these shoes that were like, they're not like shoes that you wear. They're more of like, they weren't J's, but they're like J's, like you kind of collect them, you know, like Reggie Spearman in the dorm didn't know where his J's went. Turns out they were in.
Did we tell that story?
Yeah, we told that story.
Okay.
But I got my brother a pair of shoes that he told. I think the best part about giving a Christmas gift is it doesn't matter the value of it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's expensive or not. It matters of how much of a surprise it is, how
And what it means to them.
and how unexpected. It's truly the thought that counts, right? And so if you can get somebody something that means
like a cheap, like, I don't think an inexpensive but like thoughtful gift, like something that they really like.
yes,
I think that's a much better gift than something expensive. It's like, oh, cool. Like, I'm like, I could have gotten this for myself, but yeah,
exactly.
I agree.
Like you catch like in freaking September, like, or in the middle of the summer, you catch like a little thing where like you hear them say, "Oh, I wish
Like
I
a
had
hint.
this,"
Yeah.
or "I wish I'm really interested in this."
Or if you like, you get them something that they don't even know existed, but
Yeah.
like, you know, they love it.
and they're like, "What?" Like they have no idea that like whatever they just got was even a possibility to have. Those are truly the best gifts. I would say recently for me, I've been getting, like, as an adult, like you really come out of that time as a teenager where you have like cool things that you want, and then you realize like, shit, I'm an adult now. I should really get some like functional items. So I've gotten a lot of clothes the last few years, but like that means a lot to me. Like I basically, my entire wardrobe is basically just my birthday or Christmas. So I just build my wardrobe off of getting gifts, which is nice. What else did I get? My wife got me tickets to see Pentatonics. I don't know if you guys know who Pentatonics are, but they're an a cappella group. They're
incredible.
I like
incredible
tickets
noise.
as presents too. I think those are good.
like experiences. Like that's the other
Yeah.
thing is as we grow up, as I'm realizing that like I truly don't get. I mean, some people do, right? Some people do like to have the nice house, the nice car, the whatever. I am completely not a material person. I love experiences, and I would actually say that knowing you two, you guys are both kind of that way as well.
No, that's what we kind of do for our parents now. Like my fucking dad goes out and buys anything he fucking wants. So it's
right.
Like, all right. For Father's Day, I guess we'll take you out golfing and to a nice lunch and something like that.
Exactly.
It's like, what are we supposed to get you, old man?
Yeah, it's like how do you get? It's the old question of what do you get someone who has everything? And experiences, man, those are cool. And so my wife, we ended up not being able to go to the concert because we had something come up or like it got canceled or something. But it was, I got the gift and I was like, holy shit, this is sick. I'm pumped.
You were pumped?
Dude, Pentatonics, man, since they became a thing, if you guys don't know who they are, they're an a cappella group. Just search Pentatonics, Pentatonics on YouTube, and you will just go watch. Actually, they have an incredible Christmas album. Go search Mary Did You Know Pentatonics. It will, I mean, it might bring you to tears. It's that good.
It's some great noise in your ears, man.
Oh man, it's beautiful. What was the other thing?
Speaking of, let's go to favorite Christmas songs.
That's I was gonna bring that one up as well. Favorite Christmas song. So I actually really, you know what I've been digging? It's not an oldie, it's a new one, but Lauren and I we've been watching The Voice. The Voice just finished up. Blake Shelton and Gwen, they have a new Christmas song that's "You Make It Feel Like Christmas," and it's kind of a banger, dude. Like it kind of bangs. It's definitely not like a classic like what you would hear, but
Hey, how about Blake Shelton's lineup of ladies that he's had the luxury?
He goes. He's got same kind of idea there with the jersey chasing. God, I can't believe we blasted Josie like that. What an incredible segment. Christmas songs, man. I would say, back to Pentatonics, they have, if you search Mary Did You Know or Little Drummer Boy, those are two really fucking good songs. What are you laughing at?
So do you want to like watch film and help me take notes?
Hey, if you come back to Decorah with me, we could go tubing on the river.
I got 10 points due for Wallace in the morning. Like, I don't know what you want me to do.
I have to come up with 3 questions for the younger guys to answer.
Okay.
Kev, what's your favorite Christmas song?
I don't know. I think the best album out there is Josh Groban's. I think he's got the best album out there.
Damn, I haven't listened to that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I've heard of that. Is that a Christmas album?
They just
or
have
they're a group.
They have Christmas stuff, and they're an orchestra group. Look up Trans-Siberian Orchestra if you've never heard them.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get real GQ on you here. I'm gonna go. This one's good. This one's really good. Justin Bieber. What is the name of the song? Is hold on a second. I'm gonna find it. Justin Bieber. Mistletoe. Yep. Let's play a little bit of it. Let's get DMCA'd like everybody on Twitch. Mistletoe. This is an absolute banger. 416 million listens and views on YouTube. Let's just listen.
That's some pretty good monetization.
Yeah, that's decent. When he gets to the 3 wise men, we're not going to listen to the whole thing, but this thing. Oh. Smooth is that voice, baby? Come on. Mistletoe by Jay Biebs?
Clover, I'm disappointed.
Getting a little homosexual, and that's okay. That's okay, my guy. It's 2020. I could be how I want. And I like Mistletoe by Justin Bieber. Okay? Is that where we end this? Can we talk about something else now?
No, we're just gonna let you. We're just gonna let you bathe in that for a little bit.
Okay, but how about this one, Mariah Carey?
Yes.
All I Want for Christmas is
Mariah
You.
Carey.
Dude.
No, because that is the most overplayed song of Christmas.
But
you can't walk into a store without hearing that played.
Right, but it's overplayed for a reason.
But it's almost like it is Christmas. Like that song is Christmas, dude. Like,
and it's Mariah Carey.
It is, yeah. I don't know.
All
Nothing
I
else
Want
really.
For Christmas is Mariah Carey.
Yeah,
or
true.
Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, how do they age so well? It's crazy what like Hollywood will do for you. Any other things? No. What is your preferred drink of choice during the holidays? I don't mind eggnog, actually.
Eggnog is delicious.
I like a little eggnog. Got some in the fridge. We actually had some friends over last night for a little Christmas-ish party. They left a little eggnog, so maybe I'll drink on that today.
Tell you what, dude, there's a health shop in Phoenix, and they make a peppermint bark protein shake smoothie.
Wow.
That's 230 calories with like 25 grams of protein or something.
Damn.
It is out of this world.
It slaps, huh?
Yeah.
That's incredible. That sounds insane. Wow. Oh, there you have it. Tell us your favorite Christmas tradition on Twitter. Tweet us at Washed Up Walkons. What's your favorite Christmas tradition? We want to spread the holiday spirit. And by the way, thanks to the Walkon Army over the past year, the Walkons, the washed up Walkons, in conjunction with really Walkon Army, were able to donate $5,000 to the UI Children's Hospital this winter and this Christmas season. We made that donation last week, which is absolutely incredible.
Christmas presents for all the kids.
Christmas presents for all the kids in the hospital. A benefit to this podcast that we would have probably never had in mind when we started this thing. And I mean, I realize that people donate more than that all the time. Like $5,000 isn't an insane amount, but that's a lot of money. And that, you know, any amount goes a long way. And so if you've purchased
We're
merch,
gonna try and do better next year.
we're going to try and do way better next year. And so if you've purchased merch, if you're for those that haven't subscribed to the Patreon, that's what some of the money goes to: Patreon, merchandise, and just those who consistently listen to this show. You guys are all contributing to stuff like that. So that was really cool to be able to do that. It feels really good to be able to give back. And from us three, who all agree that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, we hope you have a fantastic holiday season. We will be back to, well, I guess if the Hawks play next Wednesday, we'll be previewing that game on next Monday. So we'll see you then. Thanks for joining us for 173 or 4. I don't know.
This is 4.
4, I guess, on this episode. Merry Christmas.
And
Happy
and to
holidays.
Quote KF, ho, ho, ho. Merry fucking Christmas.
Run it again.
Happy holidays. See you later. Peace.